You know somebody's a good worker and we promote them because they're a good worker. And we expect them to be a good leader, but we didn't give them the adequate training. This is a problem. Hi, my name is Michael Wader, and I've been teaching leadership in 15 different countries for the last 30 years, both in the military and in the corporate world. And what I have found is that we got to go back to the basics. We have to teach people to take care of the people. You know somebody's a good worker and we promote them because they're a good worker. And we expect them to be a good leader, but we didn't give them the adequate training. This is a problem. I try to help companies and organizations so that they can give those middle managers who moved up into leadership position better leadership skills. It also works for senior managers. You know, that corporate leader who's gotten all the way up to the COO or the CEO, sometimes they forget some of the basics of leadership that they're supposed to be doing. That's not good. We got to remind them, we got to help them, we got to show them how to use a little bit of empathy, and we have to get them to remember that if those leaders take care of the people will take care of the process. One of the skills that leaders need to have is something called empathy. I used to be a leader who really did not care about the people. I didn't care if they lived or died or what happened. I know that's being rude, but I was a bad leader. And then one day, one of my people decided to commit suicide. I didn't know about it, but my boss above me said, "You, Michael, have to help him. You have to try and help this person." I thought, my goodness, I don't know anything about suicide. What am I going to do? But they pushed me into the room and they locked the door behind me. So now I'm stuck. I'm in this room with a fellow who's got a shotgun and wants to commit suicide. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. That day is the first time in my life that I ever used empathy. I just sat there on the bed across from him and I stayed quiet. And guess what? That was the right thing to do. That young man poured out his heart to me and told me many, many things, the reasons why he didn't want to live anymore. That's the first time I used empathy, and I realized that it is very, very powerful. We need more of the leaders to be talking to their young people and finding out why they're doing the things they're doing. Maybe you might think that their mood is down because they're depressed from work. Maybe they're overwhelmed. Maybe they got some personal problems. You can find out by using a little bit of empathy. Talk to them. Ask them a few questions. Don't pry into their private life, but just ask them what's bothering them. Try to get to know your people better. If you do that, it's going to work much better for you. I would recommend that you think about one phrase that I use in all my leadership classes. If you take care of the people will take care of the processes. Get to know your people better. Find out what's causing them for poor performance, or even if it's great performance, finding out what they're doing. Get to know those people, and your workers are going to be working harder than ever for you and for the company because they know you care about them. I highly recommend it, and I think it's something you need to look into. This is Mike Wader, and I hope you have a great day.